Rashawn Scott and Quentin Jones. Jared Strubeck on to kick for San Jose State. He is the place kicker.
Quentin Jones due to break one any game now. It hasn't happened yet this season. Really, kickoff returns are all that's left for Quentin Jones, as his starting spot in the secondary taken by Kyle Wilson, and his punt return job pretty much taken by Marty Tadman. We'll see what happens today.
And I mentioned the clouds at the beginning of the telecast. There is a 30% chance of rain here this afternoon. The field does look pretty good so far. So far, it doesn't look like that'll be a factor. Jared Strubeck getting ready to kick it away.
Boise State 9-0. We'll see if number 10 is in the cards today.
And we are underway in San Jose. And it'll be Quentin Jones at the 4. Jones across the 20. Broncos will start at the 22. So the Broncos will start on offense, and Jared Zabransky will lead them, the senior quarterback from Hermiston, Oregon, having a very efficient season behind center. Jared, 62% completion rate, over 1,600 yards, 16 touchdowns, and just 5 interceptions. And the Broncos will start just inside their own 22-yard line. And Ian Johnson with his first carry of the day, and he falls forward to the 25, gain of 3. Let's take a look at your starting lineups. First on offense for the Broncos.
Well, we already talked about Ian Johnson. Senior receivers need to come up big today. Rab, James, and Nene on the Boise State offensive line, led by the top grader outers in the Fresno State game, Tad Miller and Jeff Cavender.
2nd and 7 for Boise State. Zabransky to Dryzen James, complete. Just out past the 30. It'll be a couple of yards short of the first down. Here's the defensive starters for San Jose State.
Defensive line, very young for San Jose State. 2 true freshmen, 1 redshirt freshman, and a sophomore. Linebacker group is led by the nation's second leading tackler, Matt Costello. And in the secondary, we'll see if anyone other than Dwight Lowry gets a pick today.
So it's 3rd down and a long one for Boise State here on their first drive of the day. Zabransky to pass on the rollout. And Zabransky's going to be pushed out of bounds for a loss. It'll be 4th down for Boise State.
The Broncos want Jared Zabransky to run like he did last week against Fresno State. San Jose State scouting that film, very aware, and the defense gets a pretty hearty round of applause as it exits the field. Kyle Stringer on for the Broncos.
It was a loss of about 4 on the play, so the Broncos will punt it away. James Jones, their talented receiver, back to receive for the Spartans. And Jones gets run into by Rashawn Scott. There's a flag on the field. Ball still rolling around. And it looks like James Jones was interfered with. We'll check the call.
Problem with that penalty is it's a 15-yarder, so that's going to give San Jose State tremendous field position, probably at their own 49-yard line.
Interference for the opportunity to catch the kick. Number 16, kicking team, 15-yard penalty. First down.
San Jose State getting a scripted first drive here.
And they said 16, which is Tristan Patton, but it was actually Rashawn Scott right there with the interference. So they'll mark it off, and the Spartans will start at midfield for their first drive, and they are led by Adam Tafralis, the junior quarterback, has had a big season and a key part to all the success for San Jose State. He's a junior from nearby in San Mateo. 11 touchdowns on the season. 1st and 10 Spartans at midfield. Giannis Davis trips up. A loss of a couple. 2nd and 12 for San Jose State. Let's take a look at the offensive starters for San Jose State.
Brought to you by PDC, and when they got to stop Giannis Davis, he stopped himself on that play. 3 straight 100-yard games. Offensive line, a unit that is really gelling, led on the left side by the seniors Cantu and Burrow.
2nd and long for the Spartans. James Jones on the handoff, the receiver into Bronco territory, a gain of a couple. That'll bring up 3rd down. Defensive starters for Boise State.
The line led by senior Andrew Browning with 5 sacks on the season. That's a pretty improved group this year. Linebackers, of course, Corey Hall, the WAC Defensive Player of the Year candidate. He's going to sneak around in the seams today. And in the secondary, Kyle Wilson came on versus Idaho, a big game in his first start against Fresno State last week.
So it's 3rd and 6. Tafralis looking at the option, but runs right into Gerald Alexander, but falls forward for a 1st down inside the 40.
That's the strength this year of Adam Tafralis. He lost 25 pounds between last season and this season, and that's all been. He saved the strength. Let's just put it that way. You don't see that happen to Gerald Alexander very often. You think of his hit at Utah, and that was kind of the opposite.
So it's a 1st down for the Spartans inside the Bronco 40. Tafralis on the rollout finds James Jones. Jones near the Bronco 20, hauled down by Orlando Scandrick and Marty Tadman.
Great job by James Jones there to curl back.
Gain of 18.
And Spartans on the move. Good protection that time for Tafralis. Almost a face mask there by Orlando Scandrick.
1st and 10, San Jose State at the Bronco 21. Giannis Davis on the pitch. And Davis pushed out of bounds by Gerald Alexander, a gain of about 5.
Great block out there on the corner by Nick Marchini, the tight end. As Giannis Davis, the 5'7", 170-pounder, gets to the corner.
San Jose State threatening here in the early going.
They started at midfield.
2nd and 5. John Broussard on the pitch. Broussard in trouble, and he's going to be hauled down by Marty Tadman for a loss on the play.
Broussard knows he should have just put his head down and gotten all the yardage he could. He came out on the left side there and saw Marty Tadman waiting for him, so he tried to reverse his field, and Tadman just chased him back about 10 yards. And that's a big field position move for the Broncos, a loss of 10.
So that'll bring up a 3rd and 14. First drive of the game for San Jose State. Tafralis to throw. Under pressure. Tafralis brought down by David Shields, and a flag comes out. That'll be intentional grounding.
It should be. The officials are going to confer. If it is, it's a loss of down. See if he's judged to be outside the tackle box here.
Well, he is.
Intentional grounding, number 17. The ball did not get to the line of scrimmage. Loss of down, 4th down.
That changes things for San Jose State. This would be a 52-yard field goal attempt should they want to do that. Otherwise, it's 4th and 24.
And on that play, you can throw the ball away outside the tackle box, but it has to reach the line of scrimmage. That was a loss of 11, and they are going to attempt a field goal.
52-yarder.
Jared Strubeck on to kick.
As long as 48.
Bad snap. We have whistles.
If that's delay of game, that'll take that option out.
Prior to the snap, delay of game. Offense, 5-yard penalty. Remains 4th down.
I don't think they'll go from 57, do you?
We'll see.
It's 4th and 29 now. They have to get to the 11-yard line for a first down. You'd think they'll bring on the punt unit and try to pin the Broncos deep.
And Strubeck is accurate from long range. He's 4 of 5 from 40 to 49 yards, but this is going to be too long.
Not this long.
Here comes Waylon Prather.
He's got 10 punts down inside the 20 this year, so odds are pretty good for San Jose State. And how about Quentin Jones being deep on the safe return? You seldom see this.
Standing on his own 10. Prather kicks it to the sideline, and it goes into the end zone on the near side. Broncos will get it at their own 20 to start their second drive. We're just underway here in San Jose. We are scoreless. We are back in San Jose, and don't forget to catch the repeats of the Broncos versus San Jose State game on 24/7. This game will replay tonight at 10:30 and Sunday at 8 a.m. and 12 noon. You can get 24/7 over the air on digital channel 7.2, UHF 49, and on cable channel 28. Broncos start their second drive of the game at their own 20, 1st and 10. Ian Johnson on the carry, ahead for a gain of 4. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Johnson always gets more than you think he does. We said that in the Idaho game. Looks like he gets 2 and he gets 4.
The super sophomore with a big season, as I mentioned, leading the nation with 20 touchdowns. 2nd and 6. Zabransky, the pitch to Vinny Peretta, and he is tackled for no gain.
One of the Broncos' 35 or 40 personnel groups that they planned for every game. That was pretty much of a wishbone, a shotgun wishbone. And Zabransky had twin wingbacks, fake to Johnson, and then the pitch on the option to Peretta. Very well defensed.
Chris Vetter there on the stop for the Spartans. 3rd and 6. Zabransky to Derek Schumann. He has enough for the first down, and he's out across the 35.
And you know that Bronco fans are here when you hear the shout of Shu. Shu lined up in the backfield that time, then shifted into the slot and ran a curl over the middle. He was the primary receiver all the way on that one.
11-yard pickup for the senior from Eagle. 1st and 10 Broncos. It's at the 36. The pitch is to Ian Johnson. And Johnson dragged down from behind.
Demaja Jones made the play on that one. He made the play on Vinny Peretta, or helped on the play on Vinny Peretta a couple plays ago. Former walk-on who moved from safety last year. The linebacker play much improved this year for San Jose State. That's a tackle that Ian Johnson breaks more often than not. Rare lost yardage for Ian.
2nd and 12. Zabransky flushed out. Dryzen James complete. Enough for the first down out past midfield.
That's the old Jared Zabransky escapability that we saw so much 2 years ago. Haven't seen it as much this season. Looked off his first receiver, Legadou Nene, was covered. And then a great throw on the run, as Zabransky likes so much to do. And a great catch by Dryzen James, who's had some cases of the drops this year.
A gain of 17. Broncos in Spartan territory for the first time. 1st and 10. The give is to Ian Johnson. Maybe a gain of 1. That'll bring up 2nd and long.
Johnson off to a slow start here on this natural turf in San Jose. Nice play made by Matt Costello. His 101st tackle of the season. He's 2nd in the country to Idaho's David Vabora. As you get a look at Chris Peterson, who told us yesterday he thought this game was going to be very interesting to see how his team responds today.
2nd and 9. Zabransky, quick snap out to Jeremy Childs, and he is hit hard. That is Demaja Jones.
Broncos trying to get Jeremy Childs in space. That will probably be called a running play, as it was a behind-the-line pass. More of a lateral. So it'll probably be a loss of 4 rushing for Jeremy Childs, the freshman from Los Alamitos. Big 3rd down play for the Broncos here.
3rd and long. Zabransky going deep. Gerard Rabb, the intended receiver, incomplete.
Rabb looking for a flag, and there is none. So Kyle Stringer will come on for the 2nd time today. Zabransky would have had a chance at that one had he thrown it just a little bit earlier. The bobble on the step may have broken his concentration. Because during the route, Rabb was open.
James Jones back to receive for the Spartans. And the kick is off Kyle Stringer's foot, short. And the Broncos will down it at the 30.
Much better field position than last time, though, if you're a Boise State fan.
We are still scoreless here in the first quarter. Back at Spartan Stadium in San Jose State, one of several WAC teams with big turnarounds this year, and they're not all good, Tom.
Well, the noteworthy one, San Jose State going from 1-6 at this point last year to 6-2, and Hawaii from 3-6 to 7-2. La Tech on the other side of the coin, and of course we don't need to talk about Fresno State. You know all about that story. 1-7 for the Bulldogs going into the game they're playing right now against New Mexico State.
So 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Their second drive of the day starts at their own 30. To Fralis to pass. Gets it away. Complete. Out past the 45. That was John Smith. Check that. James T. Collier, number 42, out of the backfield with a big gain for the Spartans. 1st and 10.
James Jones was originally uncovered. Marty Tadman picked him up, but there was nobody else on that side to cover James T. Collier out of the backfield. They see him wide open here, and the Spartans move it once again.
1st and 10 at the 46. Giannis Davis falls down again, and there's a flag on the field here on the near sideline.
Second carry for Giannis Davis in which he has slipped this afternoon.
Personal foul. Shot block, number 9, offense.
Wow, that's a heads-up call.
Jeff Clark, the tight end.
Or the field judge made that call. That's a heads-up call from as far away as he was. He saw it clearly. And that one hurts. Jeff Clark, the tight end. There it, oh, yes. You can see it there on the right side. That was on Nick Schleckaway.
So that'll push him back 15 yards.
Schleckaway shakes it off and remains in the game, because that one collapsed Schleckaway's left knee.
And it'll bring it all the way back to the Spartan 31. It'll be 1st and 25. To Fralis to pass. Dumps it off to John Broussard. He gets to the outside. Tripped up by Marty Tadman. A gain of 17 out close to midfield.
Well, when you're at 1st and 25, you just want to get it back in chunks, and that was a huge chunk. Bad angle that time by David Shields, as he was the primary coverer. There you see him get the corner on Shields. Marty Tadman has to make the stop.
2nd and 8. The ball is at the Spartan 47. To Fralis on the rollout. James Jones, complete. Pushed out by Orlando Skandrick, just short of the 1st down.
They give him forward progress to the 45, so he's a yard short. And a great recovery here by San Jose State after the chop block penalty. Good protection this time. Gerald Alexander looked like he was going to blitz, then he picked up the tight end.
Gain of 7 yards brings up 3rd and 1. The sneak from Tafralis. He pushes ahead. He's close. We'll see where they spot it.
Looks like they're going to mark it short. San Jose State pulled a Boise State there and rushed up to the line for a quick snap. Thought they give it to him. That looks measurable to me, but they give him the first. No, it's over the 44-yard line, so they give him the 1st down. There you see 3rd down conversions this season. San Jose State much improved in that department. And they got one there after a 1st and 25.
So it's 1st and 10, San Jose. To Fralis again to throw. Over the middle finds Giannis Davis. Tackled by David Shields, but enough for another 1st down.
Tafralis finding the soft spots in the Bronco zone and bringing Davis out of the backfield, and they're going to measure this one, but it looks like Davis got the 1st down.
The other one they didn't measure looked closer than this one.
Tefralis perfect so far.
And Davis, a great story. There you see what he has done catching the ball, but he's done most of his damage on the ground.
Averaging 7.5 yards a carry this season. 3 straight 100-yard games.
Davis with 177 yards last week and 199 the week before that.
Tefralis, who in 3 games in September was 59 of 72. He is 5 for 5 so far today for 68 yards as the Spartans knock on the door again.
1st and 10, ball at the 34 of Boise State. Tefralis, the pitch to Davis. Finds a crease. Giannis Davis inside the 20.
Boy, Tefralis runs the option very well. Holds on to the last possible moment with Davis the trailer. Dennis Ellis coming up to make the stop on Tefralis. And Corey Hall had to be the final stop man as all the way down to the 18.
Gain of 16 yards, 1st and 10, San Jose State. They give us to Giannis Davis, and he's inside the 15. Gain of 5, maybe 6.
Very tough runner for 5'7", 175 pounds. You may remember a San Jose State tailback named Lamar Ferguson several years ago who was 5'5", 151. A lot more power in the body of Giannis Davis, the junior from Oakland.
It was a gain of 5, so that'll bring up 2nd and 5. With under a minute to go here in the first quarter, we are scoreless. Give inside is to Cameron Island, the up back, and he's going to be close to the 10-yard line, about a yard shy of the first down.
One thing San Jose State has done very well here in October and early November is run the ball. They started out a house of fire in the passing game with Tefralis. And with Giannis Davis and Island, as you mentioned, and Patrick Perry picking it up in the running game, they have become a very balanced offense, averaging just under 400 yards a game.
And that'll bring us to the end here of the first quarter. San Jose State getting a standing ovation from their fans as they are hanging with the 14th ranked team in the nation.
Boy, are they. As we search for today's Advanced Marble and Granite Rock of the Game, Advanced Marble and Granite will provide a granite plaque to the Broncos selected and donate $200 to the BSU Athletic General Scholarship Fund.
Here's your stats through one quarter of play, and the Broncos with 32 total yards in the first quarter as the game is scoreless here. 6:43 time of possession for Boise State.
And you see that.
A whole lot of
4 carries for 6 yards.
Big down here, 3rd and 2 for San Jose State. To Fraulis, the fade to James Jones, and he catches it for the touchdown.
How about San Jose State going for the gusto on a 3rd and 2 from the Bronco 10-yard line? Kyle Wilson trying to defend, looking for a push-off flag. A great job of James Jones going over the top after the contact.
Jared Strubeck on for the extra point. And it is up and through a 9-play, 70-yard drive covering 5 minutes for San Jose State, and they are on the board first. The Spartans lead the 14th ranked Broncos 7-0. We are back at Spartan Stadium, and the Spartans getting on the board first. They lead at 7-0. 9-play, 70-yard drive in 4 minutes and 59 seconds. To Fraulis to James Jones on the fade. And the touchdown, really a statement here by San Jose State that they're going to be aggressive offensively in this game. They're not going to just try to nickel and dime these first downs. They went for it all on a 3rd and 2 and got it. There you see the drive.
They took 5 minutes off the clock. They have owned the ball so far in this game.
Rashawn Scott and Quentin Jones back for the Broncos.
And not back very far. Jones on the 10 and Scott on the 15.
And Jared
expecting a sky kick. Let's see what happens here. See if they try to put it over his head.
Jared Strubeck on to kick for the Spartans. You'll remember Idaho used the sky kick a lot. Strubeck kicks it away. Jones will take it at the 9. Quentin Jones looking for some room, still on his feet.
He's got a wall.
Jones can't get around the wall, and he goes down at the 9.
He had a wall.
Nice play there by Al Guidry.
They'll spot it at the 10, and Boise State 90 yards away from tying this game.
And on 3 occasions today on offense, the Broncos have gotten negative yardage. And 32 total yards in the first half, so let's see what they do here.
It's time for these guys to answer the bell.
First and 10.
One thing about this team is it does not panic.
The give is to Ian Johnson. Johnson to the 20. Johnson out across the 40. Big gain of 30 yards for Boise State. First down, Broncos.
Talk about a breakout play for BSU. Johnson goes from 4 carries for 6 yards to 5 for 37. And you look at some great blocking here. Legadou Nane out there, and Bryson James trying to lead a convoy for Ian Johnson.
So it's first and 10. Boise State almost doubling their total yardage output on that last play by Ian Johnson. The give this time is to Vinny Peretta, and he falls across the 43 for a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And Matt Costello making the stop there again as Johnson is down.
Ian Johnson on the sidelines will monitor that situation.
Might be a cramp situation. Not our job to speculate here. It almost looks like nobody notices.
Second and 7. Vinny Peretta again with the handoff. Fights for some yardage out across the 45.
I'll give them forward progress to the 48, so make it 3rd and short for the Broncos. But right now it's Vinny Peretta's ball game as Ian Johnson being worked on the sidelines. For the season, 245 yards.
3rd and 3 for Boise State. Zabransky to Legadou Nane. It's complete. Hit, but I think it might be enough for the first down.
It is. Spotted at the San Jose State 48. And Ian Johnson back on now for the Broncos. Great news, needless to say, for Boise State.
So that was enough for a first down. Broncos inside Spartan territory. They trail here in the second quarter, 7-0. First and 10. Ian Johnson. Johnson finding room behind his blockers, and he's breaks free for a while, and he's out close to the 35.
Another one of those carries where Ian had no business getting that many yards. Patience, patience, patience.
Gain of 13 for Johnson.
And Ian Johnson thinking finish, finish, finish. He breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles, and almost a 3rd and a 4th there.
First and 10, the ball's at the Spartan 36.
This drive started on the Boise State 10-yard line.
It's Johnson again. Ian Johnson. Johnson with another 10 yards, close to another first down.
Right, left side of the offensive line, Ryan Clady and Tad Miller doing a great job on the point of attack. Ian got to the line trying to be patient and was stunned by the amount of room that he had out there. Great block also by Derek Schumann.
And they're going to call it just a little bit short. It'll be 2nd and an inch.
Very suddenly, 7 carries for 58 yards for IJ.
Johnson again, and he's out across inside the 25. That's enough for a first down, Broncos.
Which is all Boise State wanted out of that. Johnson always seems to get more. So he will come out, and another personnel group comes in as Brett Denton enters the fray.
Broncos on a 6-play, 63-yard drive that started at their own 10. First and 10 here inside the San Jose State 25. Zabransky on the rollout. He'll tuck it away and run inside the 20. Brought down by Matt Costello.
Not much there for Zabransky, but he got something out of nothing. And coaches encourage that.
How about Ian Johnson? First 4 carries of the game, 6 yards. Last 4 carries, 56 yards. And
Nevada has broken that game open. They were leading 14-0 at one point in the third quarter. New Mexico State leading Fresno State in the second quarter in Fresno.
Second down for the Broncos. Ian Johnson. Johnson down inside the 15, close to another first down.
Well, he's getting a good spot here from the line judge. And if that holds true, it will be another Boise State first down at the 13. Johnson got a lot of rest, 10 days since the Fresno State game, as he'll get another breather now.
And they're going to measure this. Ball is resting at the 13-yard line of San Jose State.
Judging by where the marker is, it should be easily a first down.
You are correct, Tom. .9:47 to go here in the second quarter. Chris Peterson and his team down 7-0, but threatening 1st and 10 Broncos.
And Dick Tomey, along with Chris Peterson, candidate for WAC Coach of the Year, I would say. Good place for a quick snap here, but they're not going to try it.
10th play of this drive for Boise State. Vinny Peretta with the handoff. Peretta tackled at the 11, gain of 2. Matt Costello there again for San Jose State.
It's kind of the opposite of an Ian Johnson run. That looked like more than it ended up being for Vinny Peretta. He runs so hard trying to spin out of the tackle. Initially, a good block by Ryan Putnam, but there were too many blue shirts there.
Gain of 2. That'll bring up 2nd and 8. Zabransky out to Vinny Peretta. Hit there immediately.
That was Chris Vetter, and he was going to have nothing of that quick hitter. The quick screen, left side to Peretta. Vetter, one of only 2 returning starters on the defense. Moved over from corner this year. He's playing safety, and he sniffed that one all the way.
So it's a loss of 3. That'll bring up 3rd and 11.
Stadium has filled up nicely here. It looked pretty empty right before kickoff, but the fans were in the parking lot. They're in here now, and they're making noise on this big 3rd down.
Zabransky to Legadou Nene, complete, short of the first down, near the 5-yard line.
Looks like this will be Anthony Montgomery time.
And here comes the kicking unit for Boise State.
Montgomery, 9 of 10 this season. Made one last week against Fresno State, his first attempt in several weeks.
This will be a 24-yard attempt for Montgomery. Kick is up and good,
goodness.
Just barely getting across the bar.
I think it skipped off the top of the bar, partially blocked. I think it went off the top.
So the Broncos on the board with 3 points. San Jose State up 7-3 with 7:20 to go here in the first. Tonight, be sure to stay with us for a special edition of the News at 6 featuring today's top stories, 7 First Alert weather, and all of your Saturday sports. That's coming up tonight immediately following the game on Idaho's News Channel 7. I want to mention the Bronco men's basketball team in Wyoming earlier this afternoon, and they lose to the Cowboys 94-79.
Home opener coming up this week.
Broncos went down the field on 13 plays, 83 yards, 24-yard field goal for Anthony Montgomery to put them on the board. They trail here 7-3.
Been a struggle so far for the Broncos.
And Montgomery on to kick it away. Giannis Davis takes it at the goal line. Davis tripped up at the 12.
Great hit there by Ellis Powers. And great hang time on the kickoff by Anthony Montgomery.
Spartans out in front, 7-3, 7:09 to go here in the first half. And authoritative forecast, Rick Lance with 7 First Alert weather on Idaho's News Channel 7. San Jose State with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive at their own 13-yard line. They lead 7-3.
Number 1 defense in the WAC and number 3 defense in the WAC. Boise State number 1, Spartans number 3, and hence 7-3 game so far. But the Bronco defense needs to answer now after giving up that 70-yard drive on the last San Jose State possession.
Giannis Davis with the handoff met there by Marty Tadman, but he's able to get ahead for a couple. Brings up 2nd down.
Marty Tadman coming all the way up from the safety position. Rarely does he do that, at least this season, to play run stopper as such. Giannis Davis now just 5 carries for 27 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 9. To Fralis. Out to James T. Collier. Incomplete. Corey Hall there on coverage.
And this time, no sneaking out of the backfield by James T. Collier, as Corey Hall played it well. Broncos had 7 men in the box to start and then dropped 3 guys into coverage. Tafralis was licking his chops there at the beginning of that play, but there was nothing at the end of it.
3rd and long for San Jose State.
Big play here for the Bronco defense.
Tefralis with pressure gets it away, and it is complete. Chester Coleman, first down, San Jose State.
Broncos needed to get pressure on Tefralis on that play. You see Corey Hall on the blitz, picked up. Tefralis steps up into the pocket and finds Coleman for a big first down for San Jose State.
Gain of 12.
Quick snap coming up.
Pitches to Davis. Giannis Davis, nowhere to go. Maybe a gain of 1.
Davis again makes a little out of nothing.
Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter.
A lot of orange and blue across the way. And as we mentioned, a lot of players' families. That looks like a Corey Hall section there, though. But a lot of players' families from California for this game.
2nd and 8. Tefralis keeps it and bulls ahead for a gain of 4 or 5 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Did show a strength there by Adam Tefralis. David Shields makes the stop. As Shields has gone all the way today, we thought we might see some Kyle Ging. Have not seen some Kyle Ging yet.
It was a gain of 5. That's 3rd and 3 now. Ball at the Spartan 34-yard line.
Broncos trying to get a stop here.
Spartans changing the play. Up top to James Jones, and he drops it. Coverage there by Orlando Scandrick.
I think he had help on the drop from Orlando Scandrick. We won't have a reverse angle of that, but I think Scandrick looked back at the ball just in time to see the flight and got a hand in there to knock it loose. Quentin Jones on the punt return here.
Waylon Prather on to punt it for San Jose State. Short kick. And it'll be marked dead at the 33-yard line, and that's where the Broncos will start with 4:17 to go here in the second quarter. They trail San Jose State 7-3.
Unlimited check writing. Premium tiered interest.
As you get a good look at some nice homes in the South Bay Hills, we asked this question: who from the bench will make the biggest impact today for the Broncos? Stay tuned for the answer as we select the Subway sub of the game later in the second half. Subway, eat fresh.
Broncos starting their 4th drive of the game at their own 32. That's the best starting field position for Boise State today. Started at the 22, the 20, and the 10 previous to this drive, with 4:17 to go here in the first half.
And it was from the 10-yard line that they mounted their by far best drive of the day, leading to their only 3 points of the day.
1st and 10. Zabransky to pass. Going deep. Dryzen James open, and he comes up with it. Still on his feet. Dryzen James. James down to the 15.
That's a great play by Dryzen James. He had to do that himself. The ball hung up. He was 5 yards beyond his man. If the ball had been thrown in stride, there would be a touchdown on this. Look at James have to hold up, come back for it, under the coverage of safety Chris Vetter. And he breaks a tackle and thinks about scoring. Huge play for the Broncos.
Gain of 52 yards on the play. The ball was all the way down to the San Jose State 16. 1st and 10. Ian Johnson down close to the 10.
Classic 5-yard carry by Ian Johnson, running behind the blocks of Andrew Woodruff, Ryan Putnam, and Derek Schumann.
9 carries, 69 yards for Ian Johnson, the sophomore.
So you can do the math. 5 carries for 63. Since a 4-carry for 6 yards start in this game.
2nd and 4. Johnson again. Stacked up at the 7. Short of a first down.
Broncos showing a lot that they can go to later in this game as he can play action to Johnson and go to the option if he wants. Zabransky can.
So it'll bring up 3rd and a short 2. Inside 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Brad Lau reaches out. It's going to be close.
Oh, it's going to be right on the button. I think it'll be a couple inches short, judging by the spot of the ball. He has to get to the 11 and 3rd yard line, and he's at the 11 and 2/3 yard line.
And they are not even going to measure. It brings up 4th and inches.
And guess what? Broncos going to go. Boise State 10 of 11 on 4th down this season, leading the nation in percentage.
4th and inches. Ian Johnson, the lone setback. Quick snap, sneak, and Zabransky plunges ahead. He should have enough for the first down.
Stops the clock with 1:54 to go. Got it.
They're going to measure. He should have it, but it's closer than I thought it was to begin with.
They signaled first down, but San Jose State's asking for a measurement. The nose of the ball is on the 11-yard line. The marker is back behind the 11-yard line. We're informed that the officials want to see a replay after the measurement. Made it by half a yard. Now they're going to look at the replay. Half a ball, I mean, yeah. And now they're going to look at a replay. This is the only shot that the officials have to go by, so they're not going to be able to tell by this. You need irrefutable evidence to overturn a call. So they will.
Well, I guess they're not going to look at it.
Yeah, they're not going to delay it.
So that's a first down for the Broncos. 1st and goal. Ian Johnson dropped for a loss.
Broncos in the red zone. 44 of 48, 45 of 49 with the Anthony Montgomery field goal this season. That includes touchdowns and field goals, and the Broncos want a touchdown, not a field goal here. Brian Harsin going to his 2nd and goal playbook.
Approaching the 1-minute mark to go here in the first half. Zabransky into the end zone, tipped. It'll bring up 3rd down. Intended receiver Gerard Rabb.
Grab open in the back of the end zone, but Matt Costello, the all-everything linebacker for the Spartans, going up high to get a hand on the ball. Good protection for Zabransky. Costello going the other way to break up that play.
3rd and goal. Ball on the 6-yard line.
And under a minute to go in the first half.
Option. Zabransky nowhere to go. Drop for a loss of 4.
Broncos going to have to settle for 3 here.
That was Calvin Kressel on the tackle for San Jose State, and out comes Anthony Montgomery. This will be a 26-yard attempt for Anthony Montgomery. Clock ticking. It is up and good. And the Broncos get within 1 with 12 seconds to go here in the first half. San Jose State leads at 7-6. Two tickets to give away during the morning news. Watch Monday morning between 5 and 7 to find out how to enter. Then watch again Tuesday morning to see if you're going to the Rolling Stones on Tuesday night.
I still can't believe the Stones are coming to Boise.
Pretty cool.
Or Nampa, I mean,
at the Idaho Center.
You better say they're going to Nampa.
Anthony Montgomery on to kick it away. Giannis Davis and Jason French back for the Spartans. And we've got a whistle. Timeout, Broncos.
That's an interesting time for a timeout.
Boise State, 9 plays, 59 yards on that last drive. 4 minutes off the clock. 27-yard field goal from Anthony Montgomery, second of the game. And Boise State trails by 1. Well, did you know that in 2020 there will be 700,000 people living in the Treasure Valley? So how will it change the way we live? Beginning tomorrow, take a look into the future of the Treasure Valley. Watch Treasure Valley 2020 on the news at 10, a 5-part team report on the future of how we live beginning tomorrow night on the news at 10.
All this talk about the BCS, right now the objective is simply to win a game. And goal number 1, of course, is win a 5th straight WAC championship. When you're in a dogfight like this, you're not thinking about what's going to happen in December.
Montgomery kicks it away. Squibb down the middle. Jason French is going to kneel at the 20 with 7 seconds to go.
which is probably what will happen with when Adam Tefralis takes the field.
So the Spartans have not lost at home this season. In fact, they've won 7 in a row dating back to last year. They're coming off a win at New Mexico State, 31-21. And that man, Dick Tomey, has turned it around. And right now, they lead the 14th-ranked Broncos 7-6 here at halftime. Broncos and Chris Peterson in a dogfight. We'll send it to the studios in Boise for a news, weather, and sports update and be back here to recap the first half coming up.